What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today, I want to show you guys a few things. A lot of you in the comments have been asking about our arrow setups, what broadheads we're shooting, what bows we're shooting, all that. So I'm going to go over that this evening with you guys. But before I do, I would like to show you guys this right here. That is my custom built AR-15 and 6.5 Grendel. I built it a little over a year ago. Love the gun, love the caliber, love everything about it. Here's a close-up for you guys right here. It's about like a 243 in the AR platform. A little bit slower, but about the same. That's what you could compare it to. But I'm going to clean this junk off of my reloading bench. Yes, I have a reloading bench in my room. There's my safes, there's a gun rack, hog head, the very first buck that I ever shot, and this is the buck that I shot in 2015, Thanksgiving of 2015. So I'm gonna clean off my reloading bench right here with this mess. Oh, I almost forgot the bobcat. These two bobcats, both of those. Gonna clean this crap off, and then I'm going to get the bow out and the setup and show you guys exactly what we're shooting. Now that I have this mess cleaned up, I'm going to put this gun away right here, which I almost forgot to mention. We just bought this. It is an ATN X-Sight HD. So you guys will be seeing some pretty awesome night vision footage from this scope right here. Super excited because we have some new hog hunting places to take you guys and shoot guns at. So it's going to be really cool. Never really messed with night vision much, so it's going to be a learning process for both of us. Hopefully we can teach you guys a thing or two about these night vision scopes. So pretty excited about it, but I'm going to get the bow stuff out real quick. Alright, so I know that in a lot of our videos we have talked about the bows that we shoot. It is the Darton Maverick 2. It has the dual sync limbs. These are the 2017 Mavericks. So far, we are absolutely loving them. They are IBO rated at 350 foot per second. I got the Kryptek Highlander, I believe, and Ethan got the Kryptek Typhoon, however you want to say that. So we got these shipped to us earlier than they were actually supposed to get to us. Huge shout out to Darton for sending these to us earlier. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that. I am shooting an HHA Optimizer Light, which is a single pin sight, and you can see my tape right there. Always shoot QAD drop away. Some of the best drop away or arrow rest on the market, period. Next up, Ethan and I are both shooting Bee Stinger stabilizers. Love them. They're super reliable and they're functional. They do what they're supposed to do. Love them we shoot from 15 yards to out to 100 yards, and these things do an awesome job of helping stabilize your shot no matter the distance. Love them. Definitely recommend it. The next thing I want to show you guys is the arrows that we're shooting. So right now, flip this around. Right now we are shooting, I know it's kind of hard to tell, we're shooting Gold Tip Velocity, and then I don't know if you can see the little number right there, but it should say 340. But this is what we're shooting. Super fast. Don't have a whole lot of flex in them. I'm shooting 340 spine because I'm shooting 70 pounds on my bow. They're just awesome, super tough arrows, and I will never shoot anything else. Plus, the place that we buy our arrows from, or we buy these from, we get a super good deal. We pay about $60 for a full dozen arrows. Love these. Will always shoot gold tip. They're our go-to. I shoot the Velocities, and Ethan shoots the regular gold tip hunters. The regular gold tip hunters. These are the Velocity hunters. I like to have a little bit more speed, but these are amazing, and you can't go wrong shooting gold tip, guys. The next thing I want to show you is the heads that we're shooting. These are the Slick Trick Viper Tricks. They've got these short little bleeder blades right here, and then of course the main 2-blade big blades right here. Absolutely love these. Have shot huge hogs and little hogs with this head right here, and they don't run very far at all. When you hit them in the right spot, they don't run far, and they leave wicked blood trails. These things come out of the package shaving sharp. I know it'll probably be hard for you guys to see this, but check this out. Yeah, y'all can't really tell, but I now have a bald spot on my hand. The next thing I want to show you guys is the thumb release that I'm shooting. This is the Carter. This is the Carter Just Cuz Plus thumb release. I use these two knuckles right here to anchor on the back of my jawbone, just like this. And I love this thing. I shoot my Maverick 2 way better with a thumb release than I do with your traditional wrist release. Here's my wrist release right here. This is a TrueFire. Love this thing. Have shot this thing for years, but right now I'm just shooting my Maverick 2 with my thumb release so much better. It's not a back tension. I have shot a back tension release before. Very scary. It cures your target panic in a hurry. But I'm loving this thumb release right now. I'm shooting really tight, really good groups with it. So far I've showed you guys everything from the arrows that we're shooting to the broadheads to the release. One thing I do want to add in, actually a couple of things. If you guys are asking for an opinion on some mechanical broadheads, these right here are the ones I recommend. This is a Grim Reaper 1 3/8" mechanical broadhead right here. Have shot these for years. Have shot big pigs with them. Absolutely love them. But the only thing that I don't like is every once in a while when I get a pass through on an animal, these little blades right here break. That's the main reason why I switched to a fixed blade broadhead, is because I don't have to deal with broken blades as often. Love these heads. This is the mechanical I would recommend for people that absolutely want to and have to shoot a mechanical broadhead. One of the last things I'm forgetting to show you guys is, you see our arrows flying through the air all the time in all the videos. Well, that's because of these nocturnal lighted nocks. We have used Luminoc in the past before, but the way Luminocs work is whenever you stick the knock in there, this isn't a Luminoc, this is just a regular knock, but whenever you stick a Luminoc in an arrow and you push it all the way down like this, all the way into the shaft, it lights up. Well, if your arrow's flying through the air and hits something hard and it backs this knockout, kind of like that, or kind of like that, or something like that, then your light goes off. Well, with the way these nocturnals work, and this is the reason why we shoot these, is these are activated by the string. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if it'll focus. This little deal right here, that little notch. Oop. That little notch right there in the middle. If whenever you shoot, your string hits it and turns it on just like that. Well, this isn't even attached to the arrow. So if this thing happens to back out a little bit like this, then you can still find your arrow. So whether it's all the way in, or it's backed out a little, or backed out a lot, you can always find your arrow because it's activated through that little notch in the inner portion of the nock. That's why we switched, because we were having a hard time finding arrows when we were using our Luminox. Now we find arrows all the time with these guys right here. So I highly, highly, highly recommend Nocturnals for those of you who are wanting to shoot at night and film some of your stuff and be able to see the flight of your arrow. They work great in the daytime too. You're able to see them in the daylight as well. And all you have to do to turn them off is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there is a little hole, and all you have to do is push it up. There's a little hole, and all you have to do is push up the little plastic piece inside of there, and they go off. Batteries usually last forever, and as long as you don't leave them on, you can use them over and over and over. And last but not least, the most important piece of equipment or gear that we use is Sniper Hog Lights right here. This one is a 28 LRX. This, obviously, as you can see, it has the threads on the end. It threads into the stabilizer right here, just like so. And these things are amazing. Since I've started night hunting, and especially night hunting with a bow, I've always used Sniper Hog Lights. I constantly frequent a hunting forum called TexasBowhunter.com, and that's how I found out about these several years ago when I first got into hunting, and especially not hunting with a bow. Like I said, these are all I use right here. We mainly use red, but we also use green, and also we use the infrared light for this camera right here that I'm filming on. We can take this camera and put it into night vision mode, which I will show you right here. It goes into night vision mode, and the IR light helps light everything up and make it to where you guys can see it much easier, much better. So, huge shout out to Sniper Hog Lights. They sponsored the channel, they sponsored us, and they give us amazing deals on these lights. We couldn't do the night hunting that we do without them, and we couldn't bring the amazing nighttime hunting footage that we do without these lights. The IR, the blue, I mean not the blue, the green, the red, all that sort of thing. A lot of people ask me about night hunting and which color they should pick for night hunting. And here's the answer that I give them. I always tell them red. And the reason why I tell them red is because of the contrast. Red and black are similar on the contrast table, if you will. Green has a lighter contrast, so animals can pick that up much easier. We do use green, and the only time we use green would be whenever we're hunting a property really hard. We're shooting pigs, we're shooting coyotes, we're shooting foxes, that sort of thing, and we're using red all the time, constantly. Well, whenever you go out and hunt, say last week we shot a pig out of a group and we were using a red light. Well, the next week we do it again, and then the next week we do it again, but the third week we shine the red light on them and they start to get skittish. It starts to spook them. It's because these animals are smart. Contrary to popular belief, pigs are smart. They pick up these colors, they pick up the shadows. That's what they see. They don't see the actual light, they see shadows. So they start to understand when there's a light being shined on them. So if you change to green, then the shade of the shadow is different. It creates a different contrast. Then they're not as spooked whenever you change colors. The way I would compare it to humans is if you were to close your eyes just like this, and you were to take a light and shine it across my eyes, all you see is shadows. I believe that that's how animals see these lights, like this. just something that I've thought of just sitting around. That's just kind of the way I compare it. That's the way I think that they see it. I hear people all the time say, you know, pigs and coyotes and deer and all these animals, they can't see the color of the light. And I think that's true. I believe that, but they can see shadows. They pick up shadows, and that's mainly what they get. That's mainly what they see. So, just a little tip for you guys: if you're hunting the same piece of property and you're using the same light or the same color of light for several weeks in a row, and you start to turn it on, and animals bust you, just change up the color. Change to green or change to white even. I see lots of people using Q-beams, hunting coyotes out in fields, and it works. I believe that you won't be as successful using a Q-beam or a white light while hunting, but I have shot hogs from underneath a Q-beam, which is a big, it's like 1,000,000 lumens or something like that. They're super bright spotlights. I have shot coyotes using a Q-beam. I have shot hogs using a Q-beam, and you know, whatever you have that you can use, that you can stick in a stabilizer or something like this. But I would highly recommend going to sniperhoglights.com and checking out their bow lights. Super worth the money. They're not overly priced. I will say that they are priced right for hunters for their size. The light shines at an incredible distance. I'll have to pull up some of the statistics and kind of be able to show you guys how far this light is shining at a certain distance, or how many lumens it is at a certain distance. I don't remember 100% off the top of my head, or how many yards this thing will shine, but I know that I have used the Big 60 LRX. Let me grab it real quick. We have used the Big 60 LRX, which in comparison to the bow light, it's quite a big difference. This 60 LRX, I have used it out to 1,000 yards and lit up tree lines and been able to see stuff clear as day, just about. We have two of these. We have a 50 LRX, and then we have a couple of these bow lights. They are amazing lights for the money. Highly, highly recommend them. Ethan's bow setup is pretty much identical to mine. So, with the exception of the colors, of course. He does shoot a wrist release. He does shoot a multi-pin sight made by Trophy Ridge, I believe. I prefer a single pin just because I don't have all these other pins in my way. I just have this one. So anyway, other than that, I think that pretty much covers everything with the nocks that we shoot, the arrows, broadheads, bows, everything that goes on it, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I know one other thing I wanted to tell you guys is, or one other thing that Ethan and I wanted to tell you guys is, we wanted to say a huge, huge thank you for helping us hit 1,000 subscribers. Without you guys, we could not do it. We do this for you guys. Bringing this footage to you is what we love to do. It's so much fun. We enjoy getting to do what we do, and we love doing it. And there's been so many positive comments, and so many of you reaching out and telling us that we're doing a good job and that we're making great videos, and that's just more fuel to our fire. This afternoon, actually starting this morning, I guess, I received an email from one of you viewers. I know you're watching right now. I won't say your name just in case you don't want to be known, but he's from Los Angeles, California. He's a producer for several news companies, and has been since the early 2000s. Him and I have been having a conversation all afternoon, bouncing ideas off of each other, giving me a lot of ideas and a lot of good information and suggestions for us to use to bring cool new footage to you guys. I love being able to talk to this camera and bring you guys amazing bow fishing, and hunting footage. It's what I love to do. It's what Ethan loves to do. He isn't with me right now. He's actually out of town. So starting this week, we're going to try to bust out a couple more hog hunting videos. Bow fishing rig should be in soon. Gonna hit some more bow fishing spots. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just wanted to say another huge thank you to you guys for helping us hit 100,000, or sorry, 100,000, I wish, 1,000 subscribers. Here's to a couple 100,000 more. To bring you a video to you guys every day is something that I hope that we eventually get to do. I hope that we can get to that point. But this is where it all starts. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys is that we just purchased a new camera. For those of you wondering what cameras we're using, right now I'm filming on a Sony Handycam HD. It has the Zeiss lens, and I actually just ordered a Canon XA30. So that's supposed to have some phenomenal nighttime, or it's supposed to have a phenomenal night vision mode. So we should be able to bring you guys some really good nighttime hunting footage, better than this camera does. Hopefully, that's the plan. Also, because we have two cameras with night vision now, Ethan can take this camera, I can take the other camera, and we can split up and we can bring you twice the amount of hog hunting footage. We also ordered a bunch of cool new stuff for the GoPros. You guys will be seeing some different angles, some cool new shots, stuff like that. But again, just wanted to say a huge thank you. We appreciate the support more than you guys will ever know. It's amazing to see where we started at and where we are right now. We've worked so hard to get to this point, and it seems like it's just growing faster and faster. It's like a snowball effect. But you guys have been killing it here lately, sharing the videos, leaving comments, liking, hitting us up on social media. We love that kind of thing. We love talking with you guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this short little episode. I know it was it may have been monotonous or boring to listen to me talk this whole time, but I know a lot of you have been wondering and asking about what our setups look like, what kind of arrows we're shooting, our bow hunting setups in general, basically. And so that's kind of it. We will go into some more detail about our arrows later on, and I'll kind of explain what FOC is and that sort of thing, and we'll get some more nerdy talk about arrows in a future video. But I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for supporting us, watching these videos, helping us out. Let everyone that you know about us. We're going to continue to bring awesome hog hunting footage to you guys as often as we can. Deer season is right around the corner. I know it's kind of crazy. It seems like it was Christmas like just yesterday. We also, Ethan and I, love to dove hunt. So dove hunting you guys will see some dove hunting videos. We've got a couple of places lined up this year. We love to dove hunt, so you'll be seeing some of that. I actually have a yellow lab that I trained myself from 6 weeks old. He is currently 3 years old, so you guys will see some cool footage. I'm going to strap a GoPro to him. It should be pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed these kinds of videos. I hope that you learned something, and if you didn't, or if you have more questions, drop a comment. Would be more than happy to answer some questions, and maybe make another video similar to this one to answer some more questions and do some more review on our gear or whatever you guys have questions about. We'd love to break out the guns, break out Ethan's bow, break out the pistols, whatever you guys would like to see. And you guys can ask questions, or we can show it to you, kind of give you reviews, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's all I got. Subscribe, please subscribe, guys. Share these videos, let everyone you know about us, and hit that like button, drop a comment, hit us up on social media. We enjoy getting to interact with you guys, and we thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on another episode, hopefully this week. Whenever we jump back on here, it will be some hog hunting, so you guys will want to stick around and stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm just waiting on Ethan to get back into town.